Howdy folks, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn with the mighty Jingles. Yeah, that's right, after yesterday's not Horizon Zero Dawn video, I basically spent the whole day doing nothing but playing Horizon Zero Dawn in order to uncover a little bit more of the plot, and holy shit. Let's just say that my speculation as what was going on, or what had happened over the course of the last 1,000 years was kind of right, but mostly wrong. So join me as I show you exactly what it was that I found out. To begin with, we're going to have to crash the Shadow Karja communications network because Project Zero Dawn was built at an area that is now known as Sunfall, the capital of the Shadow Karja. And the Shadow Karja are under the thrall of Hades, the AI responsible for all of the bad shit. And if just one Shadow Karja lays their eyes on me, through the focus that he wears, Hades will be aware of my location. So, we need to crash the focus communication network, and to do that, Lance Reddick has sent us to the location of a captured tallneck, which has been incorporated into the Eclipse communications network. Take out the tallneck, crash the network, which should allow us to enter Sunfall without immediately being jumped on by 1,000 angry machines, and get to the bottom of Project Zero Dawn. Of course, it's heavily guarded. Why don't you come over here and find out? I'm sure nothing bad will happen to you. One down. Doesn't appear to have raised the alarm. There are more of them out there, and that doesn't appear to have at least initially raised the alarm, but here comes another one. He's bound to see the body and then come to investigate.
Not sure what that was.
Oh, yoo-hoo! I love this. Right, okay. Things are going well. Suspiciously well. Something's bound to go wrong. And I'm also kind of keen to know what's making that sort of rhythmic explosion-y sounding noise, because it's probably nothing good.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is raw. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Don't quite see how I'm supposed to climb further up the tallneck from here. I mean, if it was a regular tallneck, I'll be climbing up its legs. Am I supposed to do that? Drop to the ledge, maybe? And then swing across? But I'm not seeing that. Oh, wait, no. Okay. It's a lot simpler than I thought. Just, you know, use the stairs. Because that's what they're there for.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are, but this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
Yeah, that didn't... I mean, it works, but it didn't quite go according to plan. So, Billy Big Steps, get the hell out of here, I think. Probably seems like a good plan at this point.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
Bloody hell, even Aloy's giving me shit. My god. How many Deathbringers is that?
Are you kidding me?
Not to mention the Eclipse Cult. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. How the hell am I alive?
This looks easy.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I see the... Yep, jump.
Almost out of it.
Yep, almost be out of it a bit faster, Aloy. Go on, do it. Oh, holy shit, come on. Thank you. Right, we're good. And up. And quick, before they blow... Oh my god. And go.
No, don't fight.
Oh god, lost my bearings first. Wait, yeah, it's this way. That's it. Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Oh my god, another... Is that
Come
oh
on.
shit, it's another Deathbringer. Let's not go that way.
Got it.
Oh, let's go this way. Oh, that was
Almost
handy.
out of it.
And go. Go. Come on, run.
Base is on high
I probably really
Yeah,
shouldn't...
I noticed.
Yeah, I'm not here to kill them all. I'm here to get the hell out of here.
Keep
Before those
moving.
Deathbringers turn up.
Watch out, more Eclipse.
Yeah, I see them. I see them. Thank you, Silence. I am aware of their presence.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
Yeah, got it.
I know.
And go. And we're gonna live. Oh, maybe not. Well, it turns out that I am in fact going to live, at least for now. Of slightly more pressing concern is the fact that Hades was present at this site and Lance Reddick didn't feel that was the kind of information I needed to know about. Perhaps he felt that if I'd been in possession of that information I wouldn't have gone. And he'd be right. Because I'm not bloody stupid. I think we need to have a chat, Lance.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. It's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him.
He really is a bit of a git.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know we need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Yes, to Sunfall. And Operation Zero Dawn, located at the site of an abandoned orbital launch facility. You see, we still don't actually know what Project Zero Dawn was. We've seen Operation Enduring Victory, the rather optimistically named plan to sacrifice the lives of military and volunteer civilian personnel in a desperate attempt to try to slow down the machine's swarm before it wiped out all life on Earth, something that it plainly and obviously didn't do, because we're here. And yet, Operation Enduring Victory's only real purpose was to buy time for Operation Zero Dawn, and we still have no idea what Zero Dawn was. But rest assured, today we are going to find out.
Been here 3 times this week, still can't find what I want.
The submarine. Proud condition.
It's not missing iridium. I'm not going. Nope.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well.
In theory? Theory? He's got a nasty way of springing these surprises on us.
Welcome to the Citadel, Eloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
I think Lance and I need to have a chat about our communication issues. In theory, you should be able to enter undetected. Oh my god.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, you're not going to make anything out here.
Sorry about the video skipping there, by the way. Unfortunately, this is just something that occasionally happens when you're recording on the PS4. But anyway, yes, mercenaries. Oh yeah, I'm a mercenary. Yep, that's right. I'm here about the bounties. I'll just follow the rest of the mercenaries. Don't mind us, chaps. Mercenaries coming through. Just your regular mercenaries.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy.
This is insane.
It makes quite an
Hardly.
impression.
They're going to see me.
You are of hiding in plain sight. The balustrade. It's a short drop from there. The other side of the tower, a weak spot in the wall.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Or in other words, make sure you've completed all your side quests before you go any further, because there's no backing out from here on in.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Okay, well, let's take a look. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we've already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff for example. Okay. There are quite a few of these text files and several audio logs scattered around this area, and by necessity, because otherwise this video would be hours long, you're going to kind of get the edited highlights. And I'm very impressed with the way the developers have approached this, because they've thought through the ramifications of what would happen if you'd been selected as a candidate for Project Zero Dawn, who would have, up until this point, no clear idea of what Project Zero Dawn actually was, other than some kind of super weapon that Operation Enduring Victory was trying to buy time to be completed and stop the robot plague. But it's here when they arrive that they find out what Zero Dawn actually is. And when you find out what Zero Dawn actually is, you can kind of appreciate the problems that the reception staff would have. And hopefully, like me, you'll be very impressed with the way the developers have approached the whole subject.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
I mean, as I was exploring and reading these text files, I started to get a very bad feeling about what was coming. Like this soundproofing one. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
So, imagine for a second that you're a scientist who's been recruited as a candidate for Project Zero Dawn, and you've arrived at the site under the impression that you're here to help defeat the robot plague and save humanity.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down, the entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
And now you can appreciate why the reception staff were having problems with people who were losing their shit after seeing that presentation.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Now, at this point, I didn't know what to think. So Zero Dawn isn't a super weapon. What was it? Some kind of arc? Well, that's a good question. One which we're going to have to address.
Kestrels.
After we've dealt with these
They
guys.
got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
It's at moments like this when I really start missing games like The Division's cover mechanic. Be able to shoot around a corner. Interview with Travis Tate. Well, we're going to be listening to some of these audio logs after we've dealt with these guys.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
The more astute amongst you may have realised that we still don't actually know what Zero Dawn was. We only know what it wasn't. It wasn't a super weapon. It wasn't a project designed to stop the robot plague. The robot plague is unstoppable. The extinction of all life on Earth was inevitable. And yet, here we are. So how do you reconcile those two facts? If Zero Dawn wasn't going to stop the robot plague, and all life on Earth, and I mean all life, not just all human life, everything, the biosphere, the hydrosphere, it's all going to crash. So how did we get here? Well, we are going to get that question answered, but once again, I just want you to put yourself into the situation of a Zero Dawn candidate who's just arrived and they've just seen that presentation. At this point, you're going to be offered counselling.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
The developers really have put an impressive amount of thought into this, because this next step, after you've seen that presentation, you sat down in a room with a counsellor. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It's essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. These are the briefing materials for the counsellors who have to deal with these poor suckers who've just had their entire existence pulled out from underneath them. It really is impressive how much detail the developers have gone into in considering not just the practical ramifications, but the emotional ramifications too.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm? The Pharaoh Plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
That is an excellent question, Doctor, and you and everybody else watching this video are about to get an answer.
CB02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
And on that bombshell, that's it for today. There's still a lot more to see inside the Project Zero Dawn complex, but I'm sure that you have enough to absorb at the moment, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the comments in this week's episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Rest assured, we will be digging deeper inside the Zero Dawn complex in the next episode, but for now, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.